Peggy 16.
Hello and welcome back to the Evercade Showcase. We're here to celebrate 5 years of Evercade and bring you some more great announcements of things that are coming this year. But if you haven't been here for the last 5 years, then let us take you on a quick trip down memory lane.
This handheld was really designed by people who understand the retro gaming market and how important physical media is.
There's soon to be a new retro gaming console on the market, and that's the Evercade Versus. I do think this is a good retro gaming product. I think it's a fantastic package offering a value experience.
Now we've got the Evercade EXP. There she is right there. They really upped it with this one. So let's check this thing out real quick. The D-pad is very responsive. All the buttons feel nice.
Wow! I did need to take a look at this Blaze Super Pocket, and what a little gadget it is.
The Evercade VSR. We'll plug this in and try it out just for a quick minute. It's neat being able to just plug in a cartridge. I like that.
The Evercade Alpha, it is a bar top arcade.
Evercade started in 2020 with 10 cartridges and 176 games on one handheld system. By the end of 2025, there will be over 60 cartridges and over 600 games across multiple Evercade compatible systems. And since day one, the thing that unites all of those systems, all of the players, all of the fans and communities is still the one same thing. A physical cartridge with a full colour manual, all inside a case that looks great on your shelf. Classic physical retro gaming experience the way it should be. We've got a lot to come during this showcase, including a lot of new cartridges that will be coming in 2025. But before we get there, let's show you another way to play them.
Peggy 12.
The Evercade Alpha is back. This new Taito edition features 10 games, including all of your favourites: Bubble Bobble, Space Invaders, Rastan, The New Zealand Story, Puzzle Bobble, Elevator Action, and more. And of course, fully compatible with all Evercade cartridges. All of this in an officially licensed Taito design with swappable marquees, just like the Alpha you know. This new Evercade compatible bar-top arcade will release in November 2025, and until it comes out, it will be available at a special pre-order price of £199.99, €229.99, and $259.99. Pre-orders for this new Evercade Alpha Taito edition open on May the 30th. That's tomorrow. There'll also be more Evercade Alpha Street Fighter and Mega Man edition stock coming this year. So if you haven't had the chance to get your hands on an Evercade Alpha, now is the time to change the game. Taito may be quite familiar to those of you that have a Super Pocket system, but for Evercade, they're a brand new partner. And over the last 5 years, we've had the privilege of being able to publish collections on physical cartridges and on our hardware from some of the greatest names in gaming. But we've also been able to provide a spotlight to some of the games that people may not have discovered. Everything from small modern retro indie games to larger budget productions to forgotten gems. And all of this has been available to us thanks to our partners, IP owners and licensors that we've worked with. We'd just like to say thank you to all of our partners for the last 5 years of Evercade. speaking of partners, let's move on to some new ones, hey? Earlier this year, in the previous Evercade showcase, we revealed our new products with Neo Geo. The Super Pocket Neo Geo edition is still available to pre-order right now, and it will be released in June 2025. The first Neo Geo arcade cartridge for Evercade will now be available to pre-order tomorrow, May the 30th, and it will release in August 2025. But that's not all from Neo Geo that's coming this year.
Peggy 16.
Neo Geo Arcade 2 and 3 will be coming to Evercade in October 2025, with 6 Neo Geo games on each cartridge. Great titles like Metal Slug 2 and 3, The King of Fighters 97, Galu Mark of the Wolves, and more. Both collections will be available to pre-order from August the 29th, 2025, and they will cost £19.99, €24.99 or $29.99 each. But for now, let's turn our attention to something that's coming alongside the first Neo Geo Arcade cartridge collection this August. And indie game fans, you won't want to miss this.
Peggy 12.
Roadcraft DX is the newest version of the award-winning game from Badger Punch Games, and it is the second solo release on Evercade, following on from the release of the acclaimed Full Void in 2023. This Amiga game comes from the makers of Rogue 64, a bonus game that's available on Evercade systems right now. To tell you a little bit more about the game, who better than the developers themselves?
My name is Ricky Sickinger. I am the programmer of Roadcraft DX, one half of Badger Punch Games.
Hey, I'm Henning Ludvigsen. I'm the art guy over at Badger Punch Games. Badger Punch Games has been around since 2010. It's just me and Ricky making small retro-style games in our spare time.
Roadcraft DX is a casual yet challenging turn-based roguelike, crafted for fans of classic dungeon crawlers and inspired by Lovecraftian horror. Roadcraft DX is an evolution of the game Roadcraft that we released on the Amiga last September. which itself was an evolution of Rogue 64.
By the way, Rogue 64 is also a secret game on Evercade. Roadcraft DX is the next step up from the original Roadcraft, a deluxe edition, built specifically with Evercade in mind.
We added more potions, more monsters, more room variations and more music.
A lot of features have been improved or tweaked for smoother gameplay, and we've also thrown in some brand new ones. Now there's a high score table, a fun achievement system, and a whole bunch of awesome new music tracks.
Basically more of everything.
It's a big step up. I can't wait to see our game in the hands of Evercade players everywhere. We are really proud to represent the Amiga community on such an awesome retro system.
We've added lots of extra content to the game to make sure the Evercade fans get something special.
Roadcraft DX will be available to pre-order from tomorrow, May the 30th, and it will cost £19.99, €24.99 or $29.99. This new single game collection will release in August 2025 alongside Neo Geo Arcade 1. Last time on the showcase, we announced brand new versions of the Evercade VSR and EXPR. These new solo products are just the hardware, but bundles will be available from retailers with Evercade cartridges. Well, we can bring you some more information on these consoles right now. Pre-orders for these new consoles will open on June the 30th, 2025, and you'll be able to get your hands on them when they release in September 2025. As for the pricing, the Evercade VSR Solo will cost £89.99, €109.99 or $119.99. The Evercade EXPR Solo will cost £99.99, €119.99 or $119.99. You'll be able to find out more about what cartridge bundles are available from your local Evercade retailers. Speaking of cartridges, we've got two more to announce in this showcase, so let's get to them right now.
Peggy 16.
Taito arcade games are not just available on Evercade hardware, but they're coming to Evercade cartridges as well for the first time. These two arcade cartridge collections will feature 9 great games on each cartridge from the legendary developer. That includes Space Invaders, Bubble Bobble, Operation Wolf, The New Zealand Story, Elevator Action, Rastan, and so many more. Both collections will release together in September 2025, and you'll be able to pre-order these cartridge collections on July the 30th, 2025. And each collection will cost £19.99, €24.99 or $29.99. That's all of our product announcements today, but there's a couple of surprises left to give you. The original Evercade boot video is back. Following an update that will be available from tomorrow, you'll be able to select the original boot video as your boot video on your device. But that's not the only thing coming this anniversary. For new Evercade fans, If you sign up to our newsletter, you'll not only get a free wallpaper, but also an exclusive code to use in the new coupon section of the Evercade menus. This will unlock a free bonus game. But don't worry, for anybody that's already signed up, we'll be sending you a code on email at the conclusion of this show. If you do want to sign up, simply scan the QR code on the screen now or visit evercade.co.uk to get the latest news, releases and our regular newsletter. And that's all for the Evercade Anniversary Showcase. We'll be back later this year with a deep dive on Roadcraft DX ahead of its release, so you can find out more about this new and exciting indie game. Don't forget, the Neo Geo Arcade 1 cartridge collection and Roadcraft DX will be available to pre-order from tomorrow, May the 30th, as well as the new Evercade Alpha Taito edition. But don't worry, that's not it for Evercade this year. With 15 cartridges coming in 2025, there's still 3 more cartridge collections to go. We'll bring you more news on them later in the year. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and thank you for joining us for the last 5 years of this great journey of physical rediscovery into the golden ages of gaming. Remember to sign up for our newsletter, follow us on social media, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to see the latest trailers and content about Evercade. Thanks for watching. See you next time.